Okay, guys, so this is one of the more ridiculous videos that I've seen, and it's a direct byproduct of the hyper racialized world we live in. So, in case you just joined the live stream, let me reintroduce. We have a really ridiculous video right now. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen, and it's exactly what you would expect would happen in a hyper racialized, sensitive world where you wake up and you got fucking Wakanda, you got all this Black Panther propaganda telling black people that all thanks to Whitey, you're oppressed, and if it wasn't for the damn white man, you would be able to live in a Wakanda paradise where you can be a primitive brute who fights for the throne on the edge of a waterfall cliff, and you can somehow simultaneously be masters of technology and super intellectual and have all these incredible gadgets and gizmos. But I do think there's a contradiction. You got to pick one or the other. Okay, you can't be a freaking brute fighting for the throne on the basis of physical force alone on the edge of a cliff. All right, you can't have some primitive tribal kingdom structure and then turn around and have nice laboratories and fucking gadgets. You gotta pick one. You can't have the best of both worlds here. All right, so that's the idiocy of Wakanda, and this is the kind of crap that they're spoon feeding some blacks. Unfortunately and sadly, they're feeding on this silly ass horse crap propaganda. But we have a very ridiculous video, and it's from the UK, and some black dude from the UK, a British black dude, posted it. He put a caption on the video: "Dumb bitch bust a U-turn as soon as she saw me in the alley." So, well, let's just watch, huh?
Come here. You scared of black people, yeah? You scared of black people, yeah? We are not scary. We're just normal people. Stop being fucking scared, bruv. You dumb bitch. Shut up, man. Dumb bitch. Dumb bitch. Shut the fuck up. Man's literally walking in the alley, fam. This woman sees me. She literally goes and fucking runs off, fam.
And there's a caption here at the end: "These Asians, Dons, are fucking racist, fam. She extended her journey by 3 minutes to avoid me." Number one, if racism was so bad and it was oppressing you so bad, I don't think you would run down the streets chasing Asian women, chasing white women, chasing Asian women down the street at night, making loud gorilla grunting sounds, if the oppression that you faced, all the racism you faced, was that bad. Don't you think you'd walk through the world a little more cautiously if rampant racism was holding you back? Don't you think you'd think twice before pulling out a camera and chasing down the enemy's women down the streets at night all the way up to their front door? A little side note to consider: this poor helpless Asian woman, as you can see, she's got a look of absolute terror on her face here. This happened in the UK, where you're not legally allowed to carry firearms. And you know what? A little lesson about the Second Amendment for the people like public figure David Hogg, who loves to talk about banning firearms. Let's talk about the notion that an armed society is a polite society. Maybe if this black man from the UK thought there was a chance the Asian woman was armed with a fucking firearm, maybe he would have thought twice before chasing her down an alleyway all the way up to her front door while grunting and screaming, making like weird gorilla sounds. I don't even know what that was. So let's watch this again. So again, for you guys who are just tuning in, let me make sure the live stream is doing good, the health. Okay, the live stream health is doing good. For those of you just tuning in, There's a video that was just posted. It's getting a lot of circulation right now. And some black guy from the UK posted a video with the caption, "Dumb bitch bust a U-turn as soon as she saw me in the alley." And it's an Asian woman who, according to this dude, she turned around when she saw him in an alleyway walking towards her. I mean, I don't care if you're black or white or anything. If you're a little petite woman walking down an alleyway at night by yourself and you see some dude coming your way, you're probably going to think twice. Now, was it because she's racist? She has racist inclinations? Well, thank God the woman in this case was an Asian woman. Because if she was a white woman, there'd be no... this guy, this black dude, would be given a free scholarship to Cambridge by now. All right? He'd get a free scholarship to Cambridge University over there in the UK, and he would be an instant celebrity victim. Another great example of the evils of global white supremacy running rampant. So thank God it was an Asian woman, because at least we can say, well, the Asian woman's a minority, so she can't be racist, right? Nonetheless, as the black guy points out later in the video, he actually thinks Asians are very racist. So let's watch the video one more time and break it down. So he's chasing the woman in the middle of the night, all alone, and he's making loud grunting sounds.
Come here, come here.
Shouting, "Come here, come here!"
I'm scared of black people, yeah?
You scared of black people. So, number one, and I hate to say this to you, bro. If you're unhinged and crazy enough to chase a woman alone at night down the streets because whatever fucking reason she turned around and you interpreted a certain way, even if she's racist and she makes bad assumptions about you that aren't true, the mere fact that you would chase her down just because she turned around and walked away in the middle of the night, that right there is all the proof anybody needs that she was completely justified in avoiding you. Because you're clearly an unhinged fucking maniac. You're clearly crazy. And she clearly intuited something about you because you're a fucking maniac. Let's keep watching.
Black people, yeah?
You're scared of black people. I mean...
We are not scary. We're just normal people.
So then, after playing this vicious prank on this woman, he stops, cuts the prank. It's not even a prank, really. It's just a vicious attack. He stops and says,
Normal people.
Let's see.
We are not scary. We're just normal people. Stop being fucking scared, bro.
We are not scary. We are just normal people. No, that's not normal behavior. It's actually scary behavior. Let's keep watching.
Stop being fucking scared, bro. You dumb bitch. Shut up, man.
And then calls her a dumb bitch. Again, notice the sense of entitlement. You know, you think for someone who thinks he's oppressed by white supremacy, you think he'd walk through the world with a little more caution, a little more hesitation, a little more trepidation. But no, it's this arrogant kind of, you're fucking racist, fuck you, man, bitch. And he just walks around and then posts it to Twitter a couple hours later like it's no big deal. Like, dude, if you were oppressed by white people, you wouldn't be walking around with this level of just reckless abandon. So let's keep watching.
You dumb bitch. Shut up, man. Dumb bitch. Dumb bitch. Shut the fuck up. Man's literally...
And then he ends with the caption, "These Asians are fucking racist." So again, it's hilarious. So again, I'm just glad that, you know, of all the fucking type of women it could have been, it was a freaking Asian woman. Because if it had been a white woman, it would have been just free reign. You know, just all hell would have fucking broken loose. Just, you know, fucking white people's more proof of white supremacy. So at least now you guys get to throw Asians into the mix. And now it's at least it's a little more complicated. At least it's not so black and white now. But again, what the fuck? This guy is absolutely crazy. And again, it's what happens when you live in a post-Wakanda world. It's what happens when you live in a post-Wakanda world. And that's what we live in, guys. We live in a post-Wakanda world. We live in a world where now, more than ever, especially, the Black Panther was one great cultural example. There's this theme that's put out through the mass media that tells black people, you're oppressed, they're holding you back. If it wasn't for the white man, you would have your beautiful Wakanda kingdom. And Wakanda's an interesting place, man. Wakanda's a place where you get to act like a brute, the way this guy was acting like a brute, grunting and screaming through the streets. Come here. You get to act like, in Wakanda, you get to act like a brute, okay? And you get to have technology and laboratories and all these wonderful civilized gadgets and gizmos. In Wakanda, you fight for the throne, okay? Your position on the throne in Wakanda is determined by fighting some dude on the edge of a cliff with your bare hands, basically. Okay, that's how hierarchies are determined in Wakanda. But at the same time, you could also have gadgets. It's the best of both worlds. You can be a primitive brute and a civilized genius all at the same time, and they're perfectly compatible over in Wakanda. Of course, you kind of got to pick one. So again, this is just ridiculous. Maybe because this did happen in the UK. Maybe if this Asian woman, if there was a chance that she was armed, maybe he would have thought twice before chasing her down, because he would have been like, oh shit, she might have a fucking gun on her. But unfortunately, in the UK, women have to tremble at night, and they I don't even think they can carry pepper spray over there. And there's nothing they can do when some crazy race-obsessed dude starts chasing her down the street at night, making grunting sounds. Maybe if the black guy thought she might have had a gun on her, he would have thought twice before chasing her ass down the street. Anyways, quick live stream. Wanted to get that out to you. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Guys, check them out. Triggered t-shirts. The Second Amendment. It's the ultimate safe space. But some people are triggered by that. David Hogg and company, very triggered by the Second Amendment. Really quick live stream, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night. We'll end this now. I don't even know what to say at this point.